Here are the 2021 NBA All-Star roster. It's Team LeBron versus Team Durant. But before we proceed, let's make first some shout out. Shout out to Del Sandugo, thank you for your support. I do random shout out from my subscribers. If you want to get mentioned on my next video, subscribe now. So let's move on to our video. First, with the NBA Eastern Conference All-Star roster, here are the Eastern Conference reserves. Orlando Magic's Nikola Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic is making his second NBA All-Star appearance. He's averaging 24.1 points per game, 11.7 rebounds per game and 3.6 assists per game for the Orlando Magic this season. Boston Celtics' Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is making his second NBA All-Star appearance. He's averaging 26 points per game, 7.1 rebounds per game and 4.6 assists per game for the Boston Celtics this season. Philadelphia 76ers' Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is making his third NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 15.7 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game and 7.9 assists per game for the Philadelphia 76ers. New York Knicks' Julius Randle. Julius Randle is making his first NBA All-Star appearance. He's averaging 23.2 points per game, 11 rebounds per game and 5.5 assists per game for the New York Knicks this season. Chicago Bulls' Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is making his first NBA All-Star appearance. He's averaging 28.6 points per game, 5.4 rebounds per game and 5.1 assists per game for the Chicago Bulls this season. Brooklyn Nets' James Harden. James Harden is making his ninth NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 24.9 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game and 11.1 assists per game for the Brooklyn Nets. Boston Celtics' Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is making his first NBA All-Star appearance. He's averaging 25.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game and 3.9 assists per game for the Boston Celtics this season. Let's now proceed with the NBA Eastern Conference starters. Brooklyn Nets' Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is making his seventh NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 28.3 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game and 5.7 assists per game for the Brooklyn Nets. Philadelphia 76ers' Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is making his fourth NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 29.7 points per game, 10.8 rebounds per game and 1.2 blocks per game for the Philadelphia 76ers. Washington Wizards' Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is making his third NBA All-Star appearance. He's averaging 32.8 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game and 4.7 assists per game for the Washington Wizards. Milwaukee Bucks' Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo is making his fifth NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 28.2 points per game, 11.4 rebounds per game and 5.8 assists per game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Brooklyn Nets' Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is making his 11th NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 29 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game and 5.3 assists per game for the Brooklyn Nets. Let's move on with the NBA Western Conference All-Star roster. Here are the Western Conference reserves. New Orleans Pelicans' Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson is making his first NBA All-Star appearance. Zion is averaging 25.1 points per game, 6.8 rebounds per game and 3.1 assists per game for the New Orleans Pelicans this season. Phoenix Suns' Chris Paul. Chris Paul is making his 11th NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 16.6 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game and 8.5 assists per game for the Phoenix Suns. Utah Jazz' Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is making his second NBA All-Star appearance. Mitchell is averaging 24.5 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game and 5.2 assists per game for the Utah Jazz this season. Portland Trail Blazers' Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is making his 6th NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 29.8 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game and 7.9 assists per game for the Portland Trail Blazers. Utah Jazz, Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is making his 2nd NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 13.9 points per game, 13.5 rebounds per game and 2.8 blocks per game for the Utah Jazz. Los Angeles Clippers Paul George. Paul George is making his 7th NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 24.4 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game and 5.5 assists per game for the Los Angeles Clippers. Los Angeles Lakers Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is making his 8th NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 22.5 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game and 1.8 blocks per game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's now proceed with the Western Conference starters. Los Angeles Clippers Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is making his 5th NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 26.7 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game and 5.0 assists per game for the Los Angeles Clippers. Denver Nuggets Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is making his 3rd NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 27.4 points per game, 11.1 rebounds per game and 8.6 assists per game for the Denver Nuggets. Dallas Mavericks Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is making his 2nd NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 29.1 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game and 9.4 assists per game for the Dallas Mavericks. Golden State Warriors Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is making his 7th NBA All-Star appearance. This season, he's averaging 30 points per game, 5.3 rebounds per game and 6 assists per game for the Golden State Warriors. Los Angeles Lakers LeBron James. LeBron James is making his 17th NBA All-Star appearance and serving as a team captain for the 4th year in a row. This season, he's averaging 25.7 points per game, 8.2 rebounds per game and 7.9 assists per game for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the end of this video. Comment below who is your favorite All-Star. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on my next video. Thank you.